Taurus, welcome to your 2020 November channeled horoscope and tarot reading. My name is Brandon Tobias. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I do weekly and monthly tarot and channeled horoscope for your astrology updates for your sun, moon, Venus, and rising. So welcome to my channel. I'm excited to have you here. If you want continued updates and guidance, clarity, and inspiration in your love and regular life, for continued months and weeks coming up ahead, be sure to subscribe, join the soul family, okay, of the science of the soul and stars. And also, if you do find this video helpful, okay, by the end of it or in the middle of it, hit that like button so my channel can grow and I can guide more people. All right, so welcome to your Love and Life channel tarot and horoscope for the month of November 2020, Taurus. It's great to have you here. First thing we're going to do, that I do in all of my readings, is open the ceremony and invite the guides, ascended masters, loved ones, and angels in to give channel guidance. So here we go. Taking this moment now to open the ceremony and to invite in my guides, ancestors, loved ones, masters, and wise ones, and angels and archangels in for the ceremony to help guide and give clarity, inspiration, and guidance for the highest good for the sign of Taurus, the collective sign of Taurus, November 2020, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Please allow me to channel as a highest guide for this collective November 2020. Thank you, Spirit. The ceremony is now open. Okay, so here's the format of what we're going to do today, Taurus. We're going to get into your horoscope here in a second, but before we do that, we're going to start with a few cards from the Mystical Oracle Shaman deck, okay, to get the basic themes and messages that want to come through for you for this month of November 2020. All right, so welcome, welcome, welcome. You are one of the first signs, okay, that is getting a horoscope with a channeled tarot reading, okay? So I'm very excited to introduce this part of who I am and what I do. I think tarot is amazing to get intuitive guidance and messages, but I know a lot of people, myself included, and maybe you too, Taurus, with that practicality in mind, wanting to know the science behind it or the validation behind it or the tangible logistical proof of the messages coming through. And so that's why we bring in the astrology, because astrology is a thousands of years old science that correlates twice, Spirit says, the events happening in the sky with what's happening in your personal life. So it's beautiful. But let's start off with a few mystical oracle shaman cards here, the sign of Taurus. Spirit's saying to get just 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, all in a row here, and that's it. Interesting. Spirit guidance for the sign of Taurus, November 2020. That was it. Okay. All right, and we're going to draw them all in one. Wow. Okay, powerful. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the journey. Okay, so besides the obvious implications of this card, what I feel strongly is that you are actually going on a journey into your inner child this month of November 2020, Taurus. There may be something that you had to sacrifice in your past that is affecting your true inner joy, your true inner clarity, your true authenticity, that's not allowing it to fully be expressed and come out. And this journey is talking about, okay, the first card we got is the child. Okay, and I strongly feel that this is about your inner child and how that inner child's been affected by something that happened in your past. So November 2020 is in part going to be about you going in to retrieve the part of your soul that was lost, damaged, or affected by this incident that happened maybe when you were younger, maybe when you were very young as a child, or even a few years ago that affected your inner child. And the inner child, for those of you guys wanting to understand that, is basically, it's a part of ourselves that... It's a part of ourselves that never really grows up, that always exists inside of us. I see 444 in the oven over there flashing. It's so cool. Yeah, so that's a message for me to just, for you guys, right, to just, you're on the right track, Spirit's saying, but it is going to be a little bit of a tough time. Persevere and push through. Even though it may seem hard or seem like it's not going anywhere, just keep going, right, step by step. Here, 444 is the theme. But the part of inner child is, a part of ourselves that was affected as a child, could be traumatized, or even if you weren't like traumatized, but just something that influenced the way that you see the world or see yourself that hasn't quite fully healed or integrated. And the inner child, right, is a part of us that needs to actually be healed just as we are in adulthood. And that is our ability to be fully free and authentic in who we really are. And oftentimes, especially in modern society, that part of ourselves has been trapped and locked down and affected because we think with conditioning we need to be a certain way, when in reality, the inner child knows actually what we really are. And it's crying out, I feel, for you guys, Taurus, in this month, hey, remember me, like remember what we're really here to do. Remember what we really gives us fun and passion and joy. Let's get back to those things. So you're going to be retrieving a part of yourself that was lost long ago. And okay, this is definitely, so there's some sacrifices that's being asked of and for you in order to have this, in order to go out and retrieve your soul and integrate this. There's a sacrifice you're going to have to make. It could be in some part of your life that's keeping you from being this fully, some part of your life that's not fully aligned with your inner child and what your inner child wants, and something that you're going to have to let go of and cut out in order for this to come full circle. Okay, or there's also something that you sacrificed. This is the other message coming in for some of you. There's something you sacrificed long ago about yourself, or about something you wanted, or about something that you thought was really good for you that is coming back into the forefront this month. And it's like, hey, remember me? Yeah, actually, I do really want this, and it's time to start to do those things. So yeah, definitely a good month for exploration for you, Taurus, here at this time. But particularly, just remember, right? There's an inner child inside all of us and of you that needs to be healed, is looking to be healed this month. That's the message. So let's go ahead and look at the astrology. I have my trusty Air Mac here. Air Mac, I don't even know if that's what it's called. Mac Air, with the current chart up. Okay. So I'm here November 1st, 2020, the day this was filmed. And we're going to look at what's going on with your sign. So first off, to know, okay, Uranus is in your sign. It's in Taurus. It's been in there for quite a while now, actually. Maybe almost a year, I want to say, or maybe more than that. But Uranus is, if you've had a rocky year, or a year of a lot of changes or transformation or things being shaken up in your life, it's because Uranus is in your sign, and it's been in your sign for a long time. And Uranus is the sign of, or the planet of unexpected changes, sudden shifts, right? Independence, even rebellion against the status quo. And, you know, Taurus is typically a very stable, even, calm, loving, just stable sign. But with Uranus there, it really maybe challenged you a little bit to change and to transform, and to shift the way that you see and do things that is maybe more in alignment with you, or even going against what you thought was right. And as of today, you do have the moon in Taurus as well. And Uranus is coming into a conjunction here with Lilith, opposite the sun and Juno. So if you are in a relationship, or considering a relationship, or thinking about what you would want in a relationship, this is part of what is in transition for you as well, particularly around the clarity you have around who you're, what I'm hearing is the type of person you see yourself with long-term, and what you need in a long-term monogamous partnership. Okay, so these are all at the forefront for you and your sign here, Taurus. I'm going to keep moving here and see what else needs to be shown. So generally, right, but we'll talk about how it affects you too. Okay, on November 7th, we have a big event happening. We have Venus, your ruling sign, in an opposition with Mars. And this actually comes exact on the 9th. So I'll talk about the 9th here instead. But your ruling planet, Venus, in opposition with Mars, right, speaks about trying to balance or integrate, right, your need for harmony, your need for balance, your need for, pleasure in and outside of relationships, particularly around sexuality as well, with actually... so it's learning to balance your needs, okay, and the needs of your partner in harmony within the relationship, okay? And this is also true if you are single and not with anyone. This is the energy needing to balance inside of yourself. So balancing your desires, your passion, your sexual needs, your sensual needs with harmony inside of yourself, okay, and harmony within a relationship with yourself or within others. So how do you balance that? How do you balance primal desire, needs, and sexuality with harmony in a relationship? bringing that to the forefront. Bringing the key here, right, with anything that I'm saying is to bring attention to it and to allow it to change or transition as it needs to change. So if you're in a relationship and this is coming up, it's important to address this and to say, hey, I have these needs, or I know you have these needs, or, how can we really move into a place where this is integrated fully and accepted and empowers us in the relationship, as opposed to maybe something hidden beneath the surface that's not spoken about. So this is big, I feel, for you this month in a big way, particularly because Venus is your ruling sign. So the other things to note is we also have on the 9th, we have Uranus and Lilith trine the moon in Virgo. And that's making an opposition to Ceres. Okay? And Ceres is typically how we give and receive a much different type of love. Nurturing self-care love, okay? And then the moon over here in Virgo. So there is definitely something transitioning on this day too, to balancing sexuality in with and how you give and receive a different type of real love, of nurturing self-care and self-love, of unconditional love, right? Of love for nature. Okay, these two opposing elements I feel are very strong. Really taking a pragmatic look at maybe how your sexuality or sensuality has impeded or not allowed you to progress fully in the area of unconditional self-love and nurturing. Again, so this need to look at, right, any blockages you have around sacred sexuality and your desire, need versus unconditional loving, okay, both within your partnerships and within yourself. Beautiful. That's a big topic right there in itself. That's a very primal theme for you this month, Taurus. I'm going to keep going on and moving through and seeing what else pops up for you to know about. So in this conjunction happening with Lilith and Uranus in your sign is actually lasting the majority of the month here. It's very significant, I feel, for you. And then towards the end of the month here, very significant, 27th of November and 26th and 27th, but specifically the 27th. The moon comes into a conjunction with Uranus and Lilith in your sign, opposing Venus, which is then trine Ceres. So, and then Venus is in Scorpio here. So what that means is that this is the day for you, if you are in a relationship that's struggling, if you are struggling with yourself to balance these energies of sacred sexual energy and emotional well-being and peace and love and nurturing. If you are waiting on someone or something to change or transform or shift, this is the day, 27th, 28th. Major shift in the way you perceive relationships, yourself, balancing love and harmony and sexuality, and everything's coming into a full place of clarity and transition here, both within yourself, the old paradigm that you used to see things, and the new paradigm that's going to be coming in to replace that. Big end to the month here, November 27th and on here, Taurus. So just know that most of the themes here around your astrology are going to be associated around self-love, self-nurturing, how you do that, and also balancing your primal sexual desires in with your life in a harmonious way, both within yourself, but also within your significant relationships, okay? So this is coming to the forefront. It's definitely being asked to be seen. And also, with the beginning cards we got, maybe there is something that happened in childhood that, it could be at school, it could be in some area of your life, I don't know, family relationships that affected your perception of sexuality or sensuality, that maybe was a little traumatic for some of you, or just in some way limited your ability to integrate sexuality within harmonious, loving relationships. Or maybe you see or saw sexuality as something that was bad or evil or not good, that is preventing you from integrating that into your relationships in the best of ways. Something along those lines, okay? Now, again, handle with care, but these things will start to come up this month, and it's important for you to be aware of that. Okay, so you know how to handle it. All right, let's get into your channeled reading for today. We're going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot, and we're going to be doing a 555 reading, okay? I've determined that for a couple of reasons, 777 after the Oracle, after the Horoscope, it goes so long, and there's so many cards on the table, it gets overwhelming. So both for myself and I believe my viewers, I've shortened it to a 555 reading, and I believe that that's just as good, if not better, because it's more precise and there's less energies to kind of deal with. All right, one more shuffle here. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you resonate with that, if you're excited for that, if you're nervous around that, sacred sexuality, harmony, peace, inner child work, all these things. You know, in general, after doing the horoscope for the month for all signs, you know, it's definitely a big month of like self-healing, self-care, self-love, turning the corner when it comes to that department. Spirit's saying twice, got the deck here. And focusing on that, because it's a big opportunity to, within ourselves and within relationships, transform. Should we focus on that, and should we allow that to be? So Spirit, please, we're doing a 555 guided reading here for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. Please show me recent, past in the first row in context, present in the second row, and overall outcome in the third row, with one crowning card, which I'll ask for now, and one overall outcome card. Please give me the crowning card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising for November 2020, Spirit. Thank you. Death, transformation. Yep, this is a big part of you, major part for you in November, Taurus, that is dying off, literally, and going through a major transition. This is the focus. This is what's to be aware. I feel it's pretty intense, actually. Like I'm getting this really intense, strong, heavy energy of going into in the depths and really exploring that and going in for soul retrieval. I mean, there's no other way, right? At this point for you, I feel that you feel that, you know that there's no other way to really get through this other than going into the depths and the darkness and focusing on that transformation. And I do really believe it's around sacred sexuality, trauma from the past, inner child work for you, Taurus. All right. So we'll see what the tarot has to say. Okay. Again, this is recent, past, present, and overall outcome energy. Yeah, this 555 is a lot cleaner, I think, than the 777. It's just too much. And we'll go one overall outcome card there. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So definitely, if you're feeling like there's a bit of a burden, a bit of heaviness, a bit of weight, a bit of sadness, depression that you're feeling right now, this with the Death card, know that this is here to push you into transformation, okay? To lead the way for you towards the transformation inside that you need to go through. So just allow this to be, recognize it, and allow it to bring you through contemplation, meditation, to a new place internally of transformation. Okay, beautiful. Recent past, you're coming from the Ace of Cups, the Star card, the Daughter of Pentacles, and the Moon and Eight of Cups. Interesting. So what's a little bit of a dichotomy here is you have the Ace of Cups as your first card, recent past, then you have the Eight of Cups. So it's like a brand new, fresh beginning when it comes to love or your emotional way of being or seeing the world. But then the Eight of Cups, which is an ending and walking away from an emotional situation or relationship or person, with the Star card here. So I feel like this Ace of Cups is more so, that's it. It's more so what you're hoping for, or we're hoping for. You are hoping for a new beginning or for a new chapter to begin with some situation in your life that you're emotionally attached to. Okay, again, this could be a person, family member, friend, or even job situation that you have emotions around. But you're hoping for a brand new beginning to happen. And you still have hope for it, I feel, definitely. But you're allowing and having faith in the universe to bring it together or to bring this new beginning. But you have faith, and you have, there's definitely something clearly here that you're desiring to start in a brand new way. Okay. So you have that faith. That's good. Daughter of Pentacles here in the center underneath Death. So I feel like this is you, actually. I feel like this is you, you in the state before you had the transformation, which is what I'm getting is like not really sure. Yeah, not really sure where things are headed or what you want or where to go. I kind of feel like you were just moving through life and not really fully invested into something or someone or some situation, but just overall not having that full investment in the recent past into something or someone. Uh, Maybe because you wanted this brand new beginning or this transition to happen. But either way, what that's telling me is that you kind of feel this, and because of that, you feel like you need that. You're feeling more and more you need that transformation. Okay, that's something actually, some cycle within your life, some way of being in your life needs to end, needs to transition and die off. And I feel like it's this old way of being, of not really being fully in or invested in someone or something or situation in your life. Then you have the Moon card with the Eight of Cups. Okay, so interesting. I feel like there's a little bit of fear for you about walking away from a situation, or there's a little bit of fear for you about going into the darkness, or there was a fear that someone or something will go away from you, actually, is something else that just came in. Yeah, I feel like you're fearing that someone's going to leave you, or some situation's going to go away from you or desert you, is what I'm getting. Like, this is a deep fear for you, that somehow if you change or if you transition or if you transform, that this situation you're in, this love, just this moment in your life is going to just walk away and be done with. So it might require courage actually to move forward. And what Spirit's saying here in this situation is, we're going to find out with more clarity, but I feel like it's saying, you know what this new transition or new way of being or new type of future or new beginning would look like. You know what it would look like. You know how it would feel like. Or you know how it should feel like. Or you know what you want it to feel like. And yet, because maybe you have some fears around that, you're not sure about moving away or into a new type of space, okay, and how you want to be and how you want to act in the world and how you want other people to see you. So you have this fear. So you're coming from this place, I feel a big transition. I feel a big change that's going on in your energy. Okay, I feel a little bit of a weight that's burdening you, but you have hope of a new beginning or a new way of being on the horizon that you have faith around coming into, except you have some fear around. I'm unsure about this one. It's a difficult one because it's like you have a fear around something leaving you, right? Or you have a fear around going into your emotions and having this transformation and then having something leave you because of that, or just the space that's created because of that. You know, there's some fear or hesitation around that. Let's get more clarity in the present situation, because in all honesty, I'm a little bit stumped on this one. All right, so we have interesting. Okay. All right, that makes more sense. Okay, so I'll just start over here actually. So we have the Ten of Wands underneath the Eight of Cups. Yeah, so this was definitely a fear around the transformation for you. Right? Now it became clear. You have a fear that something or someone or something's going to leave you, or something's going to walk away, or that it's going to end if you go through this transition or this transformation that you're asking for, or that you need to go through. Most definitely. But Spirit is saying, like, actually that's not the case. You have the power here, okay, to create, to move forward into, right, a new beginning where there is lots of abundance, equal give and take, reciprocity in your situation, and to bring this new beginning in, but it's going to require this transformation. So it's interesting. On this side, I feel this is kind of what you know is true, and on this side, I feel like this is your fears. This is what's holding you back, okay? But the key here, Spirit is saying in the present, is to act in this, right? In this picture, it's the Four of Swords, the Lamb, holding the light, holding the clear clarity and knowledge of the truth, and not allowing anything else to harm her or him, like any worries or fears or disappointments, because she knows, and he or she knows the truth with foresight, with clarity. So that's very important. Spirit is saying, if you can maybe take your intuition or take what I'm saying here and know that should you go through the darkness, should you step away, should you go through this transformation into the depths of who you are, nothing but good is going to come from it. Nothing but transformation and the power to create what you really want in both stability, financial, and relationships is going to happen. Now you have the Emperor card underneath the moon. Okay, so I feel like what this is sharing is that more power actually comes to you through this transition that maybe you have a little fear around going towards. Okay, the moon and the Emperor basically is maybe a fear of your own power, actually, is what I'm getting now. So a fear of your own power, of what you would become if you actually embraced this part of you. And I'm really now strongly feeling that this is around sexuality, sensuality, your sexual passion and desire. That's very strong because the Emperor, strong, passionate sign. A lot of sexual energy there. So maybe there's a fear around you actually transforming and what that would look like if you were to really step into your true divine power. And that kind of scares you off a little bit. But just know that if you are feeling that weight of that burden, it's because you're not fully embracing that part of yourself that you need in order to keep progressing and to manifest this new beginning and a true abundance in your life. Reciprocity here. Overall outcome card, wow, yeah, we have 8 of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have Father of Wands, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Daughter of Swords. Yep, so Father of Wands in the middle immediately to me confirms that what is wanting to come through this month, Taurus, is a full, passionate, passion-driven transformation. Again, Emperor and Father of Wands is about standing in your power, integrating your true power, passion, desire together to help move you forward. Very strong here. So as long as you keep that on the forefront of your mind, knowing that that's the outcome that's going to happen, should you go into the darkness and transform, everything's going to be fine. You have the 8 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune here underneath the 6 of Pentacles and the Star, the Magician, Ace of Cups. So yes, what this is saying to me, should you focus on your craft right now? This has been coming up in almost every reading, the 8 of Pentacles. Should you focus on your primary craft right now, what you're looking to create, your passion, your desire, your authentic business maybe, or authentic craft for the world, just know that because of that and through that, you can manifest the new beginning that you want in your life, whether again be in relationship or job, finances, or some part of your life that wants to get equaled out, equal give and take, giving and receiving in true abundance. Okay, something that was fated or a gift for you. This is something that the universe wants to give to you, and it's very fortunate. Okay, but the key here is allowing yourself to go through the fears that maybe are being presented to you, to hold the weight, and to continue to focus on what you know really matters in your life and that you're cultivating for the future. Father of Wands, followed by the High Priestess, followed by the Daughter of Swords. So High Priestess here is actually your energy as well. I believe in Libra as well. And then Daughter of Swords here. Okay, so Daughter of Swords, I'll talk about first, speaks to the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So for me, this is a confirmation again. Don't be trapped in your fears around this. The Daughter of Swords can be a little timid, be a little unsure, kind of look at it and be like, I'm not really sure what I want to do here, and it's in the mind. But just know, and she's looking at the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups walking away, or the fear of something walking away from you, or being walked away from, or losing something. Should you go to this transformation or transition, or the fear of the transformation itself, fair to saying that is just something that your mind is playing games with you. The High Priestess underneath the Emperor and the Moon. This could also, the other meaning I'm getting for this, since we have the High Priestess and the Emperor, this could be two powerful people coming together. It could be a partnership as well. It doesn't have to be romantic, could be a partnership in business, life, family, and romance. But maybe there's a fear of this partnership also. Or you're feeling intuition about a given person or thing or situation. It's good. And I feel like this person's here to help you, actually. I do. Because I feel like you're actually stepping into the Emperor energy this month. And this High Priestess energy is here to help guide you. So if there is someone in your life that wants to come, give you guidance, give you support, just be your friend, right? You can sense like a powerful, all-knowing, wise person. Let this person in. This person's here to help support you in those ways. and to help steer your path here, because you're going to be stepping into a very powerful new way of being, Taurus. I can feel that very strongly. Overall outcome card, we have the Daughter of Wands. That's an interesting card to be an overall outcome. So what I feel like this card is trying to share as the overall outcome is really the new perception you're going to have coming out of this month. And the Daughter of Wands is can sometimes be portrayed as like in more younger, immature energy. But what I feel like this is saying is it's giving you a whole new, fresh, maybe again, enthusiastic perspective about life and about your situation, and the desire to want to explore actually more. So I feel like this month you're going to be more open to exploring yourself, others, relationships, possibilities, more open to the freedom that you have in order to explore those things and to actually create them and to actually move forward with them as well. So the Daughter of Wands, I feel in this instance, is opening up your desire and enthusiasm to explore, to be open, to be free, and to embrace the younger part of yourself that wants to come through. I also feel that's talking about your inner child, as we spoke about earlier, okay, the younger part of yourself that has that energy, the enthusiasm, passion, fun, and zest for life that maybe felt missing due to whatever situation you've been in through the past that's causing heaviness or burden. Okay. So to sum up here, Taurus, really awesome read. I feel like you know that there's a really bright new beginning on the horizon coming in that wants to come in. Spirit is saying, just allow yourself to go into the darkness, allow yourself to go into the depths. Don't be afraid to transform. It's going to result in really good things. Allow supportive energies, the High Priestess, to come in to help you unlock your true power, passion, and enthusiasm for life. And don't be afraid to embrace the younger, I guess more naive, but also positively enthusiastic version of yourself for this month to help you move forward. Taurus, it's an amazing read. Thank you so much for coming and watching. If you haven't subscribed already and you want more monthly and weekly guided horoscope and channeled tarot, be sure to subscribe to my channel right now. And also, if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button. It helps my channel grow so I can guide more people. Thank you so much, Taurus. I'll see you next week and next month. Bye for now.